All right, everybody. It's a broadcast of the Ebony Star Network, sponsored by the E Nation. We're going to be talking about Black love and romance tonight. Are Black men the gatekeepers of romance? We're going to find all that out tonight. We're going to be talking about what makes a successful Black marriage. Who has to do what with whom? Who has to put the work in? Is it a one man gang? Is it a one woman gang? Or is it a team sport? Is marriage a team sport? Well, we'll find out tonight. It's Dame and the Black Knight. All right, let's do it. All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Dame and the Black Knight. I am the Black Knight, and with me is Miss Frankie, the Lady Knight. Hey, Dame, did that sound kind of slow to you?
No, it's about the
Uh,
same like it always is.
sound kind of slow to me. I don't know what that was about. All right, then, you ready for the show tonight? We ready to talk about some
Yeah.
black love?
Yes.
All right, everybody, we're going to be talking about some black love tonight. One of the questions that we want to ask everybody is black men. I'm sure black women want to know the answer to this question too, Dame. Are black men now black men on social media say women are the gatekeepers of sex, and then some women say men are the gatekeepers of marriage. We're
Mm-hmm.
asking this question: are black men the gatekeepers of romance? What do you think,
Um.
Dame?
Well, if they are, they're doing a bad job of it.
Well, let's take a look at what romance really means. So let's help some of you brothers out here today. I'm on your side today, okay? I know. I've been accused of hating black men and all this other stuff. That's the weirdest thing I've ever experienced from another man telling me that, but that still sounds like something a woman should say. But anyway, I'm on your side today, okay? So, what romance mean? Maybe a lot of you brothers don't know what romance means. See, I'm old school. All us old school dogs, we were raised in black love and romance, okay? That's why our marriages are still going strong, and we don't have hatred for women or whatever. So, Dame, tell us what romance is.
All right. Okay. The definition of romance
Uh
is
huh.
a feeling of excitement and mystery associated with love.
The feeling of excitement and the mystery associated with love. You see,
Mhm.
that's what the courting process is all about. That's why the courting process is so romantic, because you're finding out things that you don't know about each other. You see, one of the biggest things you guys got to do today is you got to slow down. There's too much fast paced action going on. And Dame, I believe that's the reason why a lot of relationships are breaking down today, is because, people don't seem to have any patience. Everybody wants things right now or want things yesterday, and they're not willing to put the time in that it takes to get to know someone to find out if that is the one you want to spend the rest of your life with.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you there.
Hmm. So, give me, okay, what
You
are
want
some
the
of the things, huh?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Should I want to what?
Oh, did you want to hear the rest of the definitions?
Okay, go ahead.
All right. All right. Here's another one. Love, especially when sentimental or idealized. And another one is an exciting, enjoyable love affair, especially one that is not serious or long lasting.
Mm.
A book or movie dealing with love in a sentimental or idealized way. Okay, we're getting into a genre of fiction dealing with love in an idealized
Go
way.
back to that one you said that's not real, long lasting. Go back to that one.
Okay, an exciting, enjoyable love affair, especially one that is not serious or long
Go
lasting.
along that. Now that could be problematic.
Hmm.
The reason why I say that is because there's too much immaturity out here amongst black men. They can interpret that as, you see, I can use romance to play her, right? You can use romance to trick her. You can use romance to deceive her. And he can be romantic without being serious about the relationship, because some of them are going to say that, according to that definition, it will allow them to not take the woman's feelings seriously. What do you think?
Mm, I I think so, but it should be an opportunity to show her a, a, a softer side of you. And
People keep saying that, right? Like I keep hearing things like we men are supposed to get in touch with our feminine side or some stuff like that. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. How do you get in touch? I'm not a female. I don't know how do I'm supposed to get in touch with my feminine side. What's that even supposed to be about? Why would I want to be feminine in any way? Why would I want to be like a woman? That stuff never made sense to me.
well,
Now I
well,
understand it sounds good in society. Everybody's getting in touch with your feminine side and all that. But if a man doesn't get in touch with his feminine side, how is that disrespectful to women? It shouldn't be. Like it wouldn't be disrespectful to me if a woman didn't get in touch with her. Uh, what would you call it? A masculine side or male side?
yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't want a woman to get into no male side. I want a woman to be a woman. You know, I don't know about that. I don't know about that saying. Us guys should get into our feminine side, and I hear people say, "Well, ain't nothing wrong with that." Well, you see, we gotta stop saying that. Y'all gotta stop being so scary. A lot of y'all are very scary, and you parrot a lot of talking points that you don't believe in simply because you are afraid. You know, I don't believe in none of that. I don't believe that a man should. What feminine side? As a man, why would you have a feminine side? And I know
Okay.
it's all I know it's all psychological because everything here in this country is about playing with your mind. Damn near everything. I don't think there's anything out here that's not playing with your mind, even social media, right? And so they say, well, you need to get in touch with your feminine side. Why? Would you tell a tiger he needs to get in touch with his? Would you tell a tiger that? Do you think a tiger should get in touch with their monkey side?
I don't think tigers have a monkey side.
Or should a tiger get in touch with their house cat side? A house cat or a tabby? Should a tiger get in touch with their tabby side? I mean, it's ridiculous. Go ahead,
Mm.
Dane.
Yeah, but you see, that's the thing. Um, Being romantic is not getting in with your so-called feminine side. Romance is to show that you're capable of opening up and showing your feelings to the woman you love.
I know. Romance is buying her flowers. Romance is putting a smile on her face. Romance is whispering sweet nothings in her ear. What are sweet nothings? You want to hear what a sweet nothing is?
Sounds like a lie.
Do you want to hear what a sweet nothing is?
Yeah, someone is here with a sweet nothing.
Yes, a sweet. Okay, everybody, pull up. I'm going to tell you what a sweet nothing is. Here it is right here. Then give me a countdown to 3.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Hey, baby, love you, love you. Ooh. You're so fine. You feel so good. Ooh. There it is. That is a sweet nothing. Now, why they call it sweet nothing? Because I didn't say anything. I just did a bunch of moans and tones that sound sexy because it's the right time to do them because mentally she's in a certain state of mind, right? Mm-hmm. So you want to continue to induce that state of mind. So it's like if a cat start purring, you want to pet the cat in a way to where you can encourage the purring to continue. That's pretty much what a sweet nothing does. If she already feeling some kind of way about what you said, then you want to, yeah, baby, come here, baby. Oh, you so fine. Oh, you feel so good. You smell so good. Those are sweet nothings. And then you can also put the hush voice on like, yeah, baby, come here, baby. You know what I'm saying? You can do that too. And so, romance is the okay. All right, Dane. I like Christmas. Remember?
Uh-huh.
I like the snow outside. You know why? Because at night, the white snow, the moon, the stars reflect off the night snow, right? And if you got a
Mhm.
fireplace, and maybe you guys are sitting by the fireplace under a comforter, you got the big screen TV playing, the lights are out, Frosty the Snowman is on the screen, and y'all drinking some hot, some warm brandy, cuddled up. I think that's romantic. Romance don't have to be something all like, you know, uh, some super spectacle. It could be something very thoughtful that she would think is romantic. But brothers, you definitely have to get your romance on. Hey, Miss Minnie, you definitely have to get your romance on. Start working on your romance. Okay? The first step to romance, brothers, is gifts. Women love gifts. Now, that's a far cry between a loving gift and bribery. Will you say, Dan?
Yes.
Break it down.
Okay. The gifts is the be things that she like and love. Some people say it could be flowers, but not every woman is a flower person. This is a you getting to know her is important. Um, so you get the things that appeals to her, that she finds sweet, that she finds romantic, that she likes.
Let me ask you a question.
Hmm.
Would you take a gift from a guy that you liked, right? But you didn't like the gift? Like you said, right? All women are not into flowers, right? So
Hmm.
say if it was a guy that you like, that you're courting, you really like, and he bought you some flowers out of the kindness of his heart. Now you know you don't like the flowers. Would you take them anyway? What would you do?
I would take them, but if he's paying attention, he would notice that my response is a little lackluster. You know.
I don't. You
Hmm.
see, I think stuff like that brings bad karma. Karma. I think that the more righteous and more purest thought is to be grateful for the flowers, and and maybe bring up to them in a loving way later. Hey, my mother's a big flower girl, but I'm not really into flowers. You see, a lot of times we don't know what to get y'all or don't know what to surprise you with because you don't tell us anything.
Hmm.
One of the things that I surprised my wife with one time was taking her to the Statue of Liberty. Okay, you know why? Because we used to talk all the time, and she would tell me about her childhood. She would tell me about things that she always liked to do. One of the things she always wanted to do was to go see the Statue of Liberty. And so one day I surprised her. We was on our way over to New York on a ferry, and we stopped at Ellis Island to go see the Statue of Liberty. And she had a ball. So you have to tell guys sometimes. You see, what you don't want to do is you don't want to plant a bad seed because the wrong kind of movement or the wrong kind of gesture or the wrong kind of words or the wrong kind of behavior can really change the way somebody see you and how they feel about you.
Hmm.
And that's what you don't want. Especially if somebody feels that they're giving you their best. Okay, like for example, if you feel that you're giving the man your best, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, and say you don't even like to cook, but he
Uh-huh.
tells you that his favorite meal is barbecue ribs, collard greens, cornbread, okay, and macaroni and cheese. Okay,
Okay.
and you don't even like to cook, but you go in there and you slave and you get all this together for him to come home after work. He comes home. He got them barbecue ribs. They smelling good. They tender. He got them greens. He got that macaroni cheese. He got that cornbread. He doing his thing, right?
Hmm. Right.
and then you happy, right? And you asked him, you said, how you feel, honey? How you like your dinner? And he turns around and says some shit like this. He goes around and says, yeah, it's cool, baby, but that's all you got, though? That cornbread look a little burnt, you know? Why you only give me like a half a rack of ribs? I mean, you should have got a brother a full rack.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
You see, that can change your perception of him.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, isn't that like unbelievably ungrateful?
Yeah.
That can change your perception. You may after that point, you may not see him the same way anymore. Mm-hmm. You might end up falling out of love. This is what I'm saying. So that's why I say, if he brings you the flowers, even though you're not a flower girl, understand the gestures from the heart and be righteous about it. Nothing wrong. Righteousness doesn't hurt us, right? But don't allow disdain to come in and ruin your relationship by having selfish reactions to things that you don't like. Sometimes we have to be very, very adult about things that we don't like, so we don't harm certain things that mean the most to us.
Okay. All right, but that wasn't what I was saying. I said I would take them, I would thank them, but it's not going to be a very enthusiastic. I wouldn't.
But that's what I'm talking. But did you see? But that's what I'm talking to you about. Mm-hmm. That part. It's not going to be a very enthusiastic. No, that's the wrong answer. You don't do that because you can mess up what you have. I'm gonna tell you something, man. Perception is a mofo.
Yeah, but if I give an enthusiasm, I don't feel.
No, what you do is
he's gonna keep doing it.
No,
I'm not saying I don't take it or I don't show appreciation. I'm saying that it'll be okay and thank you, and I would go get a vase for
it. What you do is listen. You don't do that. What you do is you accept the gesture, okay, and then maybe you get the flowers to your mom or something like that, right? You tell them about it and say, I appreciate the flowers. I really, appreciate it, but not really much of a flower girl, My mother's more of a flower girl than me because she likes to take care of flowers. So I hope you don't mind that I gave them to her. But hey, I really, really love the gesture though. Okay? And to let you know I really love the gesture, here, I brought you a tie. So you gave him a peace offering. Mm-hmm. Okay?
Uh-huh.
Good.
Okay, I understand. We're on the same page. That's what I was trying to say in my own awkward way, but yeah, you do that.
Hey, we got a very good question from Yvette, Dane. Even though she's asking a song, she says, what are the signs of a man who loves his woman? That's a great question. Exactly, it's on the perception is a motherfucker, man. Well, let's see what Hassan does with that question first. I would like to jump in on that too, Yvette. Tampa Supreme put her knees first. Oh yeah, well, if you love your woman, her needs are always a top priority, because when your woman is happy, she makes you happy. I keep telling these guys, it's a magnetism thing. It's a domino effect, right? If you make her happy, she'll turn around and make you happy. She'll light up the whole house. When a woman comes into a home, she lights the whole home up. She brings in a spirit that livens the house up. The whole house comes alive. You notice when women ain't in homes are kind of like dull a little bit. If the guy's just sitting there by himself, the house is a little dull because there ain't really no life in it. It's just him, right? Mm-hmm. But as soon as you get a woman, you swear it's brighter in there. It's kind of like your mind playing tricks on you. That's because women bring the spirit of life with them everywhere they go. because they bring life into this world. So that spirit of life is always following them, and that spirit of life has some, radiant light with it. So every time they go somewhere, things get brighter. So
Mhm.
um, what are some of the signs that a man loves his woman? When he walks 3 miles to get you some Tylenol because you said you had a headache, and there was no other way to get you the Tylenol because the car was broken, right? So he walked 3 miles just to get you some Tylenol and walked 3 miles back for your headache. What do you think about that then? You think that's a sign of a man that loves his woman?
Yes.
Mm.
Yes, it is.
You know, that's a sign right there, Yvette. A lot of men are not consistent. Well, Temp, I think that we should just focus on one person. That's not a mistake, Dame, that I think people make because I hear in a lot of relationships that people focus on too many other people. You know what I'm saying? They'll
Yeah.
say things like, well, women do this and women do that. No, you're looking for one woman. Don't worry about what women are doing. Worry about what that one woman is doing that you're looking for. Okay? I think that we add too much to a simple situation and turn that situation into a complicated cesspool of chaos.
Hmm. Well, yeah, I think you're right. Inconsistent. Either he's
Well,
focusing
Yvette,
on too many things.
if he's going out of his way to make her life easier, then he probably don't love her. Because a man should be going out of his way to make his woman's life better. That should be something that's automatic. That shouldn't be something that a man will have to go out of his way for. That should come natural to him to make the life of your woman better. That should be something that's ongoing and daily, and it should be natural. He shouldn't have to go out of his way for it. Okay, if he has to go out of his way, something ain't right.
That means that it's outside the norm for him.
Okay, well, Hassan and Yvette got their little thing on. Let me see my way out of it.
Hmm.
Um, apparently she's into she's going after her black love, baby. I love it. So let me see my way out of it. So what do you think about that, Dan? What do you think about people invoking too many people in their soon to be or want to be romantic situations?
Well, you mean like she's bringing her friend, he bringing his friends? They talking to other people about their relationship instead of each other type thing.
Hmm. Well, check this out. Here's an interesting response. Tampa Supreme says she lets the Bible. I believe that's a female. She lets.
No,
Um,
Tampa's the guy.
okay, Tampa says he let the Bible define love for him. No,
Okay.
that's on. I'm chilling, man. I'm staying out the game, bro. We both gave her answers. She was interested in yours. She ignored mine. So that tells me, right, to step off. See my way out of the conversation. She interested in you. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Um, Let me see. I left the Bible. Yeah, I let the Bible define love for me. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. What's Dame? You're a Bible person. What is that supposed to mean?
He loves the woman like he loves himself. He's willing to die for the woman he loves.
And that's in the Bible.
Yeah.
He said. Okay, wait a minute. He said he let the Bible define love for him.
Now, if he means love in general, or are we talking about love for a specific woman? Yeah.
I
Hmm.
don't know. He has to be a Tampa. Can you be a little bit more specific? Are you talking about love for a woman, or are you talking about love in general for people? Uh, I don't know what that is because for me, love has always been in my heart. I always understood what love was. It's a feeling that you get that comes over you, and it's an unbelievable feeling. It's uh, nah, Yvette, I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? Handle your business, sweetheart. I'm all right. But yeah, like I was saying, right? So um uh yeah, I think it's an overwhelming feeling. But I think everybody can't really receive love or understand love the way they should, because I think that's largely in part because of the society that we live in. It's highly sexualized. They promote a lot of things that take the compassion away from people. Like one of the things they tell you is don't be emotional. Well, you need your emotions. How can you go through life and not be emotional? Especially in today's society. How can you walk around here not being emotional? I mean, I'm not saying let your emotions get away from you and you don't go crazy or something like that. But you need your emotions. There's nothing wrong with your emotions. There's nothing wrong with having emotions. I don't know why people keep trying to make that seem like it's a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. It's a bad thing when you don't know how to control your emotions. It's a bad thing when you use your emotions for bad things. That's when it becomes a bad thing. When you use it for bad things, it becomes a bad thing. So, Dan, let me ask you a question. If you had to put, if you had to put a finger on it, what is a couple of the things that really hurt a relationship between black men and black women? Like take some of the stuff you hear today, like from Red Supreme and stuff like that. Do you think any of that stuff? Because they say that black women will only listen if you talk to them like that. Is that true?
No, no. I think what it is, they confuse and listening with getting her
Uh oh.
attention.
They pull up 1 Corinthians chapter 13. Okay. Because he responded, he said, love is defined by 1 Corinthians chapter 13. Let's see what that's about. All right, Tab, we're going to get into that. We're going to see what the Bible says about love.
Okay. The whole chapter? Okay. All right.
I
All
don't know
right.
if it's the
So,
whole chapter. He said chapter 13.
okay.
Let's read a little bit of it and see what we get. You got it?
Okay. Okay. It says here, I'm reading a New International Version. If I speak in the tongues of men or of angels, but do not have love, I'm only a resounding gong or a clanking cymbal. If I have the gift of prophecy and can fathom all mystery and all knowledge, and if I have a faith that can move mountains, but do not have love, I am nothing. If I give all I possess to the poor and give over my body to hardship that I may boast, but do not have love, I have gained nothing. Love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast. It is not proud, it does not dishonor others. It is not self seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no records of wrongs. Love does not delight in the evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Okay,
Um,
you want me to keep going?
no, I agree with some. Who was saying that?
Let me see. First Corinthians.
Is God saying that? Jesus said, who was saying that?
Let's see.
This is what I mean about the Bible, man. We got to find out who's saying things. Okay, is this just a one man's perspective, or is this the words of God Himself? Is these the words of Jesus Christ, or is this just a wannabe prophet or a priest or someone in town who has strong faith and this is what he or she is saying? You know, and I think this is very important when you read a book like the Bible because the Bible is very misleading. Okay, and it has a lot of people brainwashed and you know, not in a good way because the interpretations of what's being read in the Bible aren't very clear to a lot of people, and the pastors aren't doing a very good job making sure that those interpretations are clear.
Okay. It's believed that Paul wrote this.
Okay,
Apostle Paul.
well, see, the apostle. Okay, a lot of people don't even. When you listen to Bible, Bible historians talk, a lot of them don't even agree with the Book of Paul. You know, Paul has a book, right? Was that the last book or something like that? The Apostle Paul. Didn't he write a whole?
He's part of Acts of the Apostle. He's part of Timothy's. But there's no like book of Paul.
Okay, because I know a lot of historians don't agree with a lot of the things that he wrote. How is the Bible set up now? What's the last chapters? I ain't talking about in the back. What's the last books? Like you had.
Okay.
What's in it? Okay, the New Testament. What's in the New Testament?
Okay, you want to know the books of the New Testament?
Yeah, what's in the New Testament? And I'll tell you what the historians don't agree with. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. New Testament. Okay. All right. So is Matthew, Mark, Luke,
right,
John, Acts of Apostles, also known as Acts, Romans, 1st and 2nd Corinthians, Galatians, Ephesians, Philippians.
You don't see Paul anywhere in there?
He's not gonna be there as a book by himself. He's gonna be in these all these.
There's somebody there with a name that they don't like. The historians don't like.
Okay. Let me finish going. I said Galatians, Ephesians, Philippians.
No, it's not any of that. It's a person. It's a name. It's the gospel of somebody.
James, Peter, John.
Is it Peter? I don't know if it's Peter.
1st and 2nd Peter. 1st, 2nd, and 3rd John.
No. I don't think it's Peter. I don't think it's John. I could have swore it was Paul.
It probably was Paul, but he don't have a specific book.
I could have swore that they have a lot of problems with this particular person.
Okay.
In the Bible.
Okay, Paul used to be Saul, who was
What is something called the Gospel of or something like that? It's a.
There's a bunch of gospel ofs. There's the Gospel of Mark, the Gospel of Luke, the Gospel of John.
I'm telling you, they don't like what's in it. They don't like this person in the New Testament. They don't believe in his teachings and writings and stuff.
Okay.
And these are a lot of white people that don't like this guy. They, a lot of white Christians and stuff. They don't like. I could have swore it was Paul.
It probably is, but there is no particular acts with his name on it. Because
I heard historians saying stuff about. I know it's in the New Testament. Okay. Matter of fact, a lot of them don't even agree with the New Testament. at all. See, black people will believe anything. Black people are gullible. Black
Okay.
people can be beguiled and they'll believe any of them. You can tell them that God was chewing bubble gum and they'll believe it. But other Christians, hardcore Christians, historians, they're not so quick to believe everything. You even got Christians, hardcore Christians, challenging things in the Bible. And a lot of them, believe it or not, a lot of non-black Christians, they don't agree with the New Testament.
Mm-hmm.
And I could have sworn one of the people that they didn't like was either Paul or I don't know. I don't know who it was, but you know. All right. Well, anyway, we'll come back to that at some point. So okay, we'll come at the books that Paul wrote are the most important books in the Bible. Okay, the books. Okay, so it may be Paul. It may be Paul because a lot of the non-black Christians do not like Paul. They don't like the New Testament. They have a lot of issues with the New Testament. They don't believe that the New Testament is of God. And I've heard them debunk a lot of stuff in the New Testament. You know, and Paul's name kept coming. That's why, I ask who is saying these things, because black people don't differentiate from nothing. As long as it's in the Bible, they're going to believe whatever it is. You can tell them a giraffe walked backwards down the street and tap danced on the way and was reading the Bible in his mouth or something, and they'll believe it.
Okay, you sure those were Christians and not agnostics or?
No, they were Christians. A lot of them were. A lot of them were Are you listening to me?
Mm-hmm.
Why does it take people on here so long to ask a question? Why y'all be asking questions for like 5 minutes and stuff? You ask somebody a question, they ready to answer, you're still asking the question. All right, well, that's either. What's that?
That's usually because there's either a 2 or 3 part to the question.
I mean, what's with all the lengthy questions, though?
All
right, anyway, okay, so, no, these were Christians. These were people who follow the Old Testament.
Okay.
They don't necessarily agree with the New Testament.
Okay.
And you even have some who follow the New Testament, but with extreme caution.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And some believe that there is no such thing as a New Testament.
Then they can't be Christian.
Why not?
Because Christ comes in on the New Testament, and that means you don't believe that
they don't believe it happened in the New Testament. They believe it happened in the Old Testament, and it was moved to the New Testament. They believe that the Bible has been tampered with. They believe that the Bible has been tampered with and rearranged.
Okay, it was prophesied in the Old Testament.
They believe it happened in the Old Testament. They believe that the Bible was rearranged to suit certain people. They believe all that happened. They believe all that happened in the Old Testament. They don't believe any of that happened in the New Testament.
Okay.
Sorry about that, Auntie. We kind of got
okay, so they have.
Here. So another thing, we got to move back onto our relationship, huh?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll get back on track, Auntie.
Right. You see with Tampa. You see, I want to go there with Tampa, but we can't do that right now because our people want us to get back to. We want to get back to the show. Yeah, that's fine. You can be pro Bible, but you need to be pro realistic too. Okay. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. A lot of them don't believe in the New Testament, and a lot of white people, a lot of white Christians and pastors don't like Paul. They don't agree with Paul. They don't like Paul. I told you that his name is Paul.
Yeah, a lot
That's
of
what
them
I'm
don't
talking about.
believe in
Yeah.
Jesus neither. Don't,
Huh?
it happens. There's always gonna be somebody that's not gonna dislike somebody.
It's more than somebody is what I'm trying to tell you. It's y'all act like it's two or three people. It's more than
Okay,
that.
there's always gonna
And
be
I'm
a
not talking
group.
about people who are just ordinary. We're talking about people who got prestigious churches that they lead, pastors with names, don't agree with Paul. Man, pastors have come out and denounced the New Testament. Where have y'all been?
Okay, all right.
Uh,
Let's get off of here.
yeah, I'm sorry about that, Anthony. We kind of got into it with uh exactly, Anthony. That's what a lot of Christians be saying. That's what a lot of the priests were saying. They don't fell in love with Paul like he's a god or something. That's another thing that's bothering a lot of the pastors, especially the white ones. But anyway, okay, James. So let's get back to what we were talking about. We were talking about relationships,
Uh-huh.
right? Where did we leave off before we got into
Oh, okay.
uh,
Okay, okay. You was asking me some question about. Oh shucks. I don't. I honestly don't remember. Got caught up in it.
well, we were talking about romance, right? And we were talking
Yeah.
about what romance look like. Oh no, and I think Yvette asked a very great question. She said, how do you know a man loves his woman? And I answered it, and Hassan answered it, and for good reason. She chose her son. Okay, and I totally get it. But I think that some women don't believe that a man should go. Oh yeah, and we also was talking about a man shouldn't go out of his way to make his woman happy. That should be something that is automatic. If your man have to go out of his way to make you happy, then he don't love you. Something ain't right. Something ain't right. You shouldn't have to go out of his way. You should automatic. That should be something that comes natural to him because he loves you, right? And so that should be something that's natural. That shouldn't be. He should be able to make you happy with no effort at all because he has that kind of love in his heart for you. It should be a trifle for him to make you happy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if he got to dig deep and find some kind of wayward spirit deep down and go out of his way to make you happy, then he ain't his love ain't hitting on all cylinders. You might want to go see a counselor. You know what I'm saying? Because his love for you ain't hitting on all cylinders. Okay. So
Okay.
now
Yeah.
uh
hmm
now
Yeah.
again okay, go ahead, Dan.
Okay. It's just a different. It gives different perspective that he went out of his way. Didn't think about it. How much we didn't think about. Oh, that was an effort.
No, I don't
That
care what it is. No, you're not going out of your way. It shouldn't. Okay,
no, no.
okay. Are you talking about the way a man should love a woman, or the way society wants a man to love a woman?
I think she wants to know how you know if a man loves a woman.
Well, I answered that question already. She chose
Okay.
this, she chose her knight in shining armor. She chose her son's question answer.
Okay. Um. No, no. I was just saying that you never thought about how you never think about that. When he said when he goes
No, what?
out of his way, that means
No,
something is
no, no. Yeah, yeah, exactly. we was talking about, okay, because they made the comment a man should go out of his way to make a woman happy. No, he should not. If he's going out of his way, then there's something wrong with him. Okay, and his love for you is not hitting on all cylinders. It should be no effort at all for him to make you happy. It should be a natural thing that he does. He shouldn't have to toil at it. He shouldn't have to dig deep and go all out of his way to try. No, going out of your way can induce stress because you're doing something that goes above and beyond probably what you're capable of at the moment. You're trying to go beyond your cable toe. Okay? So no, there's no above. No. He has to naturally love you to the point to where making you happy is just a natural thing that just happens. It's not something that he even has to think about. It's something that's done every day and it's on autopilot. What do you think about that, Jane?
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Exactly,
Yeah,
American Jones. You see, American Jones, he knows what I'm talking about. Okay, listen to the comment, right? Thank you for this comment, American Jonesy. And if I have to do things outside my beliefs to make him happy, I decline. Exactly. This is the Every Star Network. We are Dame and the Black Knight. We are here with you guys talking about black love and romance, black relationships. Don't be afraid to support the channel. We are newly monetized. And I like that. Like I said, you shouldn't have to. If you have to go out of your way for somebody in a relationship, then you're fooling yourself. Somebody don't love somebody. Dane?
Yeah.
Somebody don't love somebody.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Okay? You shouldn't be.
He's doing it with some ulterior motivation. Wait.
And she tripping.
Yeah. But wait a minute. I'm trying to think. Who originally sang that song? I know Michael Baldwin originally sang that song.
Well, I know Michael Baldwin don't originally sing it. It's a black singer. I forgot his. I think it's Lenny Wilkins. I don't know. It could be Lenny Wilkins. All right, but let's get back to. Okay, so romance, right, brothers? We need to introduce. You have to introduce romance into your relationship with women. And I told you what's the first step. Now, I bet you Dame hasn't paid me any mind. Okay, then what did I say? The first step to romance is.
Gifts.
You know what I mean, y'all? All right. Give Miss Frankie an apple. All right, that's it, right. Fellas, the first step to learning romance is gifts. Being competent with your gifts. Not incompetent, competent. Competent gift giving with your women is the first stages of romance. And do the gift giving for a while. Master it. Learn the type of gifts that changes their mood, that make them think a certain way, that make them feel a certain way. Every time you give a woman a gift, sit back and study her moves. Look into her eyes. Listen to what she has to say. Record all this information and then make your decision on getting the next gift. So give gifts for a while. I recommend giving gifts for a period of 6 months. What's the matter? You ain't got it like that. Well, if you ain't got it like that, then what are you doing trying to court a woman? I'm gonna let you guys know something, okay? Courting a woman is big business. It's not something to be toyed with. It's a very serious affair. And it requires financial resources. Now, if you're not willing to do that, then I suggest you go get engaged to a mannequin, or you might want to get a blow-up doll. What do you think, Dame? What do you think they should do if they're not willing to, part with some financial resources, which is what it's going to take to land the heart of a woman in a serious relationship anyway?
Nah, I think they should. I think them dudes are so tight they will get to know their hand before they buy a blow up doll. Cause even blow up Judy ain't cheap no more.
You know what? That's got to be. You know what? I got to get somebody up here who has a blow-up doll for a girlfriend. I got a couple of questions. You know, is the hand better than the blow-up doll? I mean, okay, obviously they like the blow-up doll better than the hand because they gave the blow-up doll an actual real name, right? That's his girlfriend. Okay. And I guess if he puts too much air in her, you can say
She's
4
gained
out of
some
5
weight.
blow up. Right, you can say 4 out of 5 black blow up dolls are overweight. Right.
Oh no, they can't afford a blow up doll. That's why they get the white ones. The white ones are cheaper.
Oh, then you probably want to take the air out then. Okay. Because they probably come already obese. So okay, so my thing is, brothers, I recommend learning how to romance women. Romancing will get you a long way, bro. And listen, stop taking a relationship with a woman as it's some kind of game. Now, I know you hear the term game all the time from these so-called players. Let me explain something to you, coming from a real man. I want you brothers to listen to me right now, right? Smoke this over. A real man cares about a woman's feelings. A real man doesn't play with a woman's feelings. Okay? That's some real man shit.
Uh-huh.
Not this fake player stuff. All these phony Macs talking about player. Man, what is a Dame? What's a player? I want to get the definition from females today, and I want you ladies in the chat to participate. Here's the question: what is a player? Dame, starting with you.
A player is a wannabe pimp.
A wannabe pimp. Now, pimps, many of them are drag queens and bisexuals, and they hate women. So a player is a wannabe pimp. So a player is somebody that potentially hates women. What do you ladies say in the chat? Auntie, Yvette, American Jonesy. What is a player? So while we're looking for some responses in the chat, Dame, let's continue on. A fool. Okay, I like American Jonesy. I love the response. A player is a fool, Dame. That's got to be the best answer of the night so far.
Yeah.
Do you disagree?
No, I do not.
Miss Jonesy, you are in the front runner for the best comment of the night. We're gonna start having little things like that, y'all.
Listen, look at this one. She got another one.
Hold on one second. Let me.
Okay.
Okay, you might want to. Okay, there's something called breaks. All right,
Okay.
anyway, listen. So, we're gonna start having y'all little things like that, comments of the night, comments of the show, and in the future we're gonna start attaching some cash app prizes if you get the comment of the day. So look for that to be coming soon. Well, somewhere down the line towards the end of the year, but it's coming. Okay, what's on that comment?
Okay, her next one is a bad guy who pretends to be charming.
That's good too. I like that one too. Yo, Auntie tripping, yo.
Oh, you saw the large Marge, huh?
Oh man. And said they now have large Marge blow up. This- oh, large Marge. Yeah, American Josie got two great comments. I like the fool, even though the next one is good too. But I like the fool. Play as a fool. Why would you step out and play women? I never understood guys who, like, I had a friend, one of my best friends. He is the worst when it comes down to women. All he did was play women. And now it got him a lot of heartache, got him in a lot of trouble later on. I'm going to tell y'all something, brothers. That stuff come back on you. Because when you're knocking these women down and having these babies, that's going to come back on you. You're going to be up here in the manosphere crying about child support if you ain't locked up. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Ain't nobody playing with you. Y'all the only ones that have been running around thinking everything's a game. It's not. You don't you don't play with these women's emotions and then get them knocked up and then walk away from your responsibilities and then ain't nobody gonna say nothing about it. You got everybody else effed up. I'm not gonna get into that, but where we at, Dave?
Okay. We was on what's the definition of a player?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And so,
mm-hmm.
Right, and you know what? And I got a problem with that too, right? Because that kind of rhetoric, then leads to, it invites immaturity. It tells a young man, a black man, he doesn't have to grow up. Okay? He could play games with life for the rest of his life. I mean, just look at the term player.
Mm-hmm.
When people play games, they play, right? So if you're a player, that means you're playing a game. So if you tell a woman that you're a player, right off the bat, she shouldn't trust anything you say because you're basically telling her that you're nothing but a liar.
Right.
You're telling her from the get. Now, I mean, is it wrong to assume that if he introduces himself as a player, that he's telling the woman that he's about to lie to her? Damn.
Yeah. He's gonna lie to her. He's gonna keep her dangling. There's gonna be other people he's in bed with, and she's at risk for catching something from him.
And so this is why American Jonesy says a player is a fool, right? Because why would you sit up there and copy off of a man that's going to be disingenuous, going to be deceitful, and dishonest with women? And you think that's some kind of badge of honor? You walking around here thinking that that's what a real man is. And when somebody, and see, now, if that's what you think a real man is, then you can't get mad at black women for defining what they think a real man is. Because your version of what a real man is isn't correct either. A man who deceives women and lies to women, okay, it isn't a real man. A man that beats on women isn't a real man. That's a punk. A punk is an immature boy. That's dangerous. He's a boy inside of a grown man's body, okay? And that's what makes him dangerous. He's a punk. And so you're a fool if you want to be a player. I agree with American Jonesy 100%. A player is a fool. And any one of you dudes who want to be a player, you'll be a fool too. Okay? And let's go on to our next comment. Hell, we got content off of her two comments. Over her two comments. I'm over here creating content off of her two comments because they're so good. Let's go to the next one she said. Let me highlight that when she said a player is a bad guy who pretends to be charming. Let's talk about that.
Uh-huh.
How many? Okay, and so if he's a bad guy pretending to be charming, and he tricks the woman into being with him, and then stabs him in the back later, then you can't say that she should have chose better. Because if he says that he's a player and you acknowledge him as a player, and he does that to a woman, you can't say she should have chose better, right, Dan?
Right.
Because he's a player. We already know that he's a liar.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Yeah. That's one thing these guys don't want to acknowledge, that a lot of these men lie to women.
Well, you see, that whole thing to me is just an excuse for men to go tit for tat with women, for men to be petty, because they realize they're in a losing situation and there's nothing that they can say to defend themselves. Because you're the leader. The women aren't the leaders. You are the leaders, and you have failed your community. You have failed your people. And you have to get up off the ground, stand up, dust your shoulders off, and you got to figure it out and get this thing turned around. Because it ain't going to get now, if the black woman turns it around, because she's starting to gain some power and prestige. If she turns it around, it'll never be the same again. You'll never get it back. You better not let the black woman turn this thing around. Because if she does, you'll never get your manhood back. You'll never get it back. Because if she turns it around, it's going to automatically accumulate allies. Non-black women are going to be on her side. White men are going to be on her side. You ain't going to have anyone. You better not let her turn this thing around. You better get up off your black behinds and put something together and stand up and be men and get this thing turned around, because she's about to get $10 billion in a little bit. She's already opening up crazy businesses all over the place. She's about one that war over there with the Chinese man and the haircut. Oh yeah, how many of y'all know that she is now beating down the Chinese man in the hair business, in the beauty business? She over there beating them down. She's over there beating them down. A lot of y'all thought that she wouldn't be able to. You're over there beating them down. You're about to lose control of the hair care business. And so with her, once, if she gets control of that business, man, it's over. I'm telling y'all now, if the black woman gets a hold of the beauty business, it is absolutely over. You have any idea how much money that industry produces every single year? You Negroes won't stand a chance in hell. There won't be nothing you can say to her. Absolutely nothing. Less than nothing. You will become, most of the time, insignificant and will only appear when someone sneezes in the wrong direction.
Mm-hmm.
And if she fixes this community, she's going to fix it from a woman's perspective. Not from your perspective. She's not you. And check this out. You ain't going to like it, but it won't be nothing you can do about it unless you go somewhere and find an enclave and build that up. But you better not let her start fixing these communities, because you will become obsolete. You and your manhood will become obsolete. Now I'm gonna tell you what's ironic, right? Y'all call black women beasts and hoes, right? But you see, if all this stuff goes down, what I just told you, right, and it looks like it's going to happen within the next 5 to 10 years, it's going to have straight up power and control, and he'll treat you like a bee and a hoe. You want to know what that feels like? To be treated like a hey, Dame.
Uh-huh.
You got the video of the female pimp? It's in the chat.
Okay.
We want to show y'all something. We want to show you what it's going to be like if the black woman gains control. Okay? We're going to show you something. All right.
Okay.
Right. Because she's wearing them out, Auntie. You see, they underestimated black women. They underestimated the numbers. Okay, they thought that they can bully them out of the business. Didn't happen. And more black women are getting into that fight, and the Asian man is losing, and he's starting to bow out. You know, he's giving ground. Okay, he's giving ground. At this point, it's gonna get to the point where he's gonna try to negotiate something with it, the way he can get a little piece of the pie still. You know, probably become one of their suppliers or something. You know, but right now he's losing footing, he's losing ground, and a lot of his stores are silently being boycotted by black women. He ain't making no money. They choking him out. They starving him out. So they doing a number on that Asian man over there in that you know that beauty industry, and eventually they're gonna end up controlling that industry. You know, if you got money and power like that, then they're gonna start treating y'all like bees and hoes. Then you got it.
Yeah, I got it. I got it.
Okay. Here's what you guys are in store for. All right, Dane. Share the screen. Fair use. Share the screen. Do that first. Okay. Here's what y'all in store for. Go ahead, Dane.
Excuse me, Mrs. Pimp. I thought about what you said. I'm ready.
I knew you would come around, pretty face. It's gonna be a busy night. It's a weekend. You ready?
Do I need like medication or something to make it last longer? I don't know if they're cool with like 20 seconds.
20 seconds. I got a 73-year-old that can last 4 hours. What's wrong with you?
It's a medical condition. I went and got checked out, and the doctor told me if I drink it.
Fuck you raising your voice at?
I'm trying to tell you about this herb that I could drink.
Watch who you getting loud with. I got heat rocks in the furnace. Go.
You call for my service?
Indeed. You a pretty one.
Okay.
No. I just paid to talk.
Oh, so you just want top? Okay.
Get out of my car. Get out. What the fuck happened? How you get kicked out of our most reliable customer's car?
Who come and pick up a hoe just to talk?
One that got money to burn. Check your ass tomorrow.
Excuse me.
Wow. How about that? That's where you guys are heading, bro. That's where you guys are heading.
Mm-hmm.
That we're gonna start doing you like that.
I think that's what you're afraid of.
Yeah, that's where y'all heading. Y'all gonna be the hoes. You gonna look up the black woman. Yeah, y'all gonna look up, and the black woman gonna have all of the power. Y'all gonna be the hoes. American show.
Y'all.
Yeah. That's worth another look. That's worth another round, yo. You play it again, Dane. That's worth another round. We're gonna play that one more time.
All right.
But this is where can you make it a little bit bigger? You know, put it on full screen to see what that does, because it ain't that long. I want to try to give them a better. See if you can put it on full screen. Okay. Yeah. All right. That's good. Play it. This is where you brothers are heading.
I thought about what you said. I'm ready.
I knew you would come around, pretty face. It's gonna be a busy night. It's weekend. You ready?
Do I need like medication or something to make it last longer? I don't know if they're cool with like 20 seconds.
20 seconds. I got a 73-year-old that can last 4 hours. What's wrong with you?
It's a medical condition. I went and got checked out, and the doctor told me if I drink.
Fuck you raising your voice at?
I'm trying to tell you about this herb that I could drink.
Watch who you getting loud with. I got heat rocks in the place. Go.
You called for my service?
Indeed. You a pretty one.
Okay.
No. I just paid to talk.
Oh, so you just want top? Okay.
Get out of my car. Get out. What the fuck happened? How you get kicked out of our most reliable customer's car?
Who come and pick up a hoe just to talk?
One that got money to burn. Check your ass tomorrow.
Excuse me, miss.
Okay. That's almost as good as Married with the Boots. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Auntie says they already have prostitutes. That's a joke, right? Dan, tell me that's a joke. Is she serious? That's a joke, right?
The name is a joke. The name is a joke. Prostitutes.
Oh, okay.
Those, but
I don't know, man. But that's where you guys are headed, man. Y'all gonna end up being the hoes, and the black woman's gonna have the last laugh, cause you guys ain't trying to get nothing. You ain't got no. And you know what? There are black women now fighting to own football teams and basketball teams. They're gonna end up being your owners in professional sports too. Y'all not trying to do nothing. Y'all sitting there talking about some pump and dump. Y'all doing stupid stuff on the street, getting shot in the street. Okay. Understand what I'm saying? Like, I was watching something the other day about some dude from Louisiana, right? Guy named Jay the Youngin. Jay the Youngin from Louisiana. Okay, he was shot and killed outside of his house. His father was shot too, but his father survived. And I'm thinking about this here, right? All these shootings. Black man, you got to get your mind out the gutter. As long as you continue to have your mind in the gutter, these things are going to continue to happen to you. You guys don't want better for yourselves. This is another reason why black women are getting to the point where they don't want to have nothing to do with you, because you don't have no ambition. You don't have any want to. You don't even want to be anybody. You just want to keep your mind in the street. You don't never want to grow up. And you want to play this dangerous game of gangster inside of a grown man's body with the mentality of a child. You really need to start self-reflecting. Let me explain something to you. All of the problems in the hood would be fixed if all you guys decided to screw your head on right. It really is that simple. Just screw your head on right. Stop being a piece of shit. Put the guns down. Learn how to read. Look for a job. Stop making your mama cry. Stop beating on your girlfriend. Start taking care of your kids. Instead of having a fight, have a barbecue or a block party. Just screw your head on right. Okay, then you want to say something?
Yeah. Well, you need to let go of the game mentality. Stop thinking that you're not going to live beyond a certain age. And Stop being so willing to throw your life away.
And I'm gonna tell you something, man. The white man isn't stupid. Yeah, he's not in power because he's dumb. Don't you listen to RBR. RBR is crazy. These people aren't dumb. You don't get the kind of power and control that they have and the influence that they have around the world by being dumb. You don't become a hyper power first world civilization without by being dumb. Okay? So, don't y'all believe nothing, that lunatic tells y'all. Okay? And he pro-white anyway. But here's the thing. Even the white man understands what's happening in the black community with the white woman. You fools don't get it. Why do you think Goldman Sachs is putting $10 billion behind black women? Because they know it's going to pay off. They see what black women are doing. You fools are already talking about some immature stuff. And I mean, y'all be on panels representing, man, like y'all some kind of, loser celebrity. They on these panels like they loser celebrities and whatnot.
Yeah. And
I'm serious. I'm talking about, when y'all come out talking about black women, the names come out. Losers with big names come out.
And then they want to go toe to toe with black women, panel of black
I mean,
women.
you can't even. The white man is putting $10 billion behind your woman, and you can't even buy her son a McDonald's Happy Meal. Who you think gonna win that race between you and the white man? He putting 10 bill. You arguing about a McDonald's Happy Meal. How pathetic is that a man argues? I can't get over that, y'all. That's embarrassing. I wouldn't, you know what? Even if I felt that way, I would not say that around people. Y'all have any idea how unbelievably petty that is? Dane? Okay, Dane?
They don't care. They don't care. In fact,
Are you doing something or are you on the show?
Huh?
Are you doing something or are you doing the show?
I'm doing the show. You can't hear me? Okay.
No,
Okay. They unbelievably petty. They bragging on their pettiness now.
I could never tell. As a man, right? I couldn't let anybody know. I couldn't let anybody know that I actually did something. I would not sit up here and make some all-out argument to a woman about a Happy Meal for a kid. I'm not going to sit up and talk about, well, that's your kid. It ain't my fault. What do I sound like saying stuff like that? See, as a man, right? It's a lot about your image too, right? It's about pride, right? I'm too prideful of a man to be arguing with a woman about getting her kid a Happy Meal. I ain't even got to be with a woman and give her and buy her kid a Happy Meal. I've done that before. I walked right up to women in stores or whatever and paid for their groceries because I was just feeling good like that. I ain't even got to know the girl to get a kid a Happy Meal. What's a Happy Meal? How is a Happy Meal a big deal?
It shows how broke they are.
I mean, that's just pathetic. Wow. You see, I'm blessed because all my friends are real dogs. Full grown dogs, adult men. Real adults. We all old school. We full grown dogs. If you was in our group and you did that, we would just own you as a friend. We wouldn't even be your friend no more. We would clown you. Somebody probably would punch you in the mouth, and we would discontinue being your friend because that is just too embarrassing to overcome. You couldn't get a kid a Happy Meal. You had a problem giving a kid a Happy Meal. I don't care what date you on. First, second, third, fourth. A Happy Meal should not be an issue at all. I don't care what principles you're standing on. There ain't no principles when it comes down to kids and Happy Meals. The hell are you talking about? They're children. They get a pass. Get them their Happy Meal so they can stop driving everybody else crazy. Get the kid a Happy Meal so he can stop driving the mother crazy. Right?
Right.
You believe that, Dame? And then making all-out arguments. Like that's supposed to give them some shine, right? And just argue. Well, no, it ain't my obligation. Nigga, this ain't about. Oh, my bad. This ain't about what your obligation. It ain't even that deep. Okay, Dame, look up how much an average Happy Meal costs. We're gonna get to the bottom of this right now.
All right.
We're gonna get to the bottom of this right now. Look up how much the average Happy Meal costs.
Okay. Okay, that can't be accurate. According to Wall Street Journal, the average price of a Happy Meal. Oh, wait a minute. That's 2020. Wait. Update July 22.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, still not that much difference. $3.76. That can't be right.
Wait a minute. What? Say it again.
Okay. Wait, let me change that. Okay, Happy Meal. Yep. It's still saying
So a Happy Meal. So Happy Meal costs $3.76.
That can't be right. I know a Happy Meal costs about 5 something over here.
Well, we're looking at average. It could be lower if majority of the places have lower prices, and only a few places have a higher prices. It can still average low. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, let me. Okay, now it's giving me the whole menu. Okay, Happy Meal. If they splurge and get the 6 chicken nugget Happy Meal, we're looking at $4.49 before taxes.
$4.49. All right, so let's just give them some bones and say $5.
Mm-hmm.
You got a problem spending $5 on the kid?
Oh, and don't forget, the siblings. That's the new biggie with McDonald's Happy Meal.
Mm-hmm. $5.
I told you, it's because they broke. It just shows how broke they are.
And the thing about it is, if you're trying to get in good with the girl, you want to get a kid a Happy Meal. That will work in your favor. I'm not saying it's going to be the end all be all, but it would at least let her know that you're not a selfish dude and there's something there. It will give her a pleasant thought in her mind about you. You know? That's crazy. But anyway, we're getting ready to come to the tail end of the show. Let's wrap it up with what we're talking about then, because we got to get out of here in a minute.
Okay.
We were talking about black love and relationships.
Uh-huh.
We was talking about romance.
Yes.
And the first stage of romance is gifts.
Mm.
The second would be traveling, taking her places that she's never been before, or taking her places that
she always wanted to go.
Yeah, she always wanted to go. You know, brothers, you have to be the gatekeepers of romance. Women don't romance themselves. You are the men. It is up to you to romance them, not them to romance you. They are the prize. So you must do what you need to do to acquire that prize or secure that prize. I understand some of you don't feel that way because you can't stand women, which is also strange. I've never been around men who didn't like women. I don't even know what that is, man. Like, I don't even know what that is. I don't even know how to do that. Like, but then some swear that if your mama did this and your mama did that, you're going to feel this way, you're going to feel that way. Okay, I'm not going to take nothing away from people's experience. I've never experienced that, so I'm not going to downplay what they went through. But I'm saying at some point, you should get help. That's all I'm saying. If it's that bad, get you some help. I would have gotten, if I had an issue like that with my mother, I would have gotten help already. You know, I would have gotten help. I think a lot of these guys don't want to get any help. I think they just want to hate women. Okay. I really think they do. I don't think they want any help. I think some of these guys, they just want to be mean, nasty, and awful to black women. What do you think, Dan?
Yes, I think so too. Because they're not trying to get themselves help. They're not trying to help each other get help. For a group that's supposed to be all about helping each other, they don't be helping each other. You'd be like, so you need some therapy. I don't think I can help you, man, but we need to talk this out, get you through this. Don't let no woman control you by, making you hate her. Having her hate her, that's gonna mess you up. No, none of that. No, they all commiserating. Yeah, I hate her too. I hate her mom. They all gotta go. All that is going on with them.
Okay, Dame, go and get Johnny Taylor. Just go, lady. We're getting ready to pack it up. So while you getting that, let me get ready to close the show out. All right, everybody. We're at the tail end of the show. This has been Dame and the Black Knight. We're going to do more of these shows now. With me and Dame, we're talking about black relationships. And we're going to do more romance. And we're going to add other things into the conversation. And eventually, right now, this show doesn't have an open panel. Okay, because we want to establish the show first as a relationship show. Once we get that and we got everybody on board with it, then we'll start to slowly open up the panel, okay? But what we want to do with this show, we want to bring guests on rather than just have open panels. We want to have people on who happen to know a thing or two about relationships, and then the audience can question them. I would love to get Umar Johnson over here. Okay, so see what's going on with that. But that's something in the future that we'll work on. All right.
All right.
Okay. Somebody just sent me a comment saying she's a lesbian. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know what's wrong with these people. Why people do stuff like that? Okay. Okay, Auntie says she agreed because after seeing that video on YouTube where that man was happy that a woman who he was about to attack was afraid of him and he was laughing about it. Yeah. Well, a lot of them are psychopaths, Auntie. A lot of them are psychopaths, and cheer up. There are men out here who aren't afraid of them. Okay, and there are men out here who will get in between them and you. Okay, and we'll do some serious damage to these, because a lot of them are nothing but cowards. Okay, every now and then you run into a true psycho that's releasing endorphins because he's out of his mind and he may be problematic, but for the most part, they're all cowards. Okay, and they really ain't no fight in them. Okay, so trust me, there's men out here who will protect you from scum like that. And so we have high hopes for the show. Again, we are newly monetized, y'all. People said we wouldn't get monetized. We did get monetized. So our channel is not hate speech. And we are coming out from behind the shadow ban. They don't monetize shadow ban shows. So support, help us grow. Don't be afraid to support us, to help us grow. We thank all of y'all for helping us get to this point. And, we're about to step it up. And, we want to grow the audience now. Okay? All right, everybody. Dame, do you have...
Yes.
Okay. Okay. All right, Auntie and everybody. It's good to see you, Auntie. Ain't seen you in a while. Okay. Dan, you want to say something before we get out of here?
Peace, power, and unity, everyone. Good to see y'all.
No. Come on. Give us some kind of affirmation or something. You got to show you them.
Okay.
Give us something.
Okay.
Moral of the story or quote something.
Not you. Still.
Yeah.
Romance is about you listening, getting to know each other, loving each other, sharing each other.
Oh, listen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, ladies' night, y'all. We trying to get ladies' night back on track. Should be pretty wild, right? Then we got a couple of pretty wild titles so far, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yep. The Vid Chronicle is going to be off the hook. We got a couple of more things that we're going to do. One of the things we want to do is the one where, okay, we ain't going to, we're not going to spill the beans yet. We'll save it for ladies' night, but we're working on something, y'all. We're trying to we didn't like the numbers on last ladies' night, so we got to get our crowd back. We got to get ladies' night popping. Please pass the word around, okay, for ladies' nights. We need to get it popping again, all right? Ladies' night used to be popping on Saturday night, okay? Yeah. Let's get it popping again. Yes, we've gotten, people have taken shots at us. People have tried to tear us down, but guess what? We're still here. They have all failed, okay? They have all failed, okay? We are still here. We'll still push it. So please, people, show up and show out Saturday night for ladies' night. Let's get ladies' night popping again. All right, Dane.